Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Now I'm back in again now to tap into the oracles of this reading. Quieting the mind. Funny enough, that's what I literally just said in the intro. But I'm going to shuffle again. I'm a bit distracted by what I think it's like the oil that's coming out of my backflow here. I literally just emptied it. So and I'm literally hearing I should pull that card back out because it was meant to be. So bear with me. Okay, so I heard to just take the card back out. So quiet in the mind, card 32, and you know everything is relevant. Card 32, break it down to a 5, is very much the energy of the reading that came up. Going back to what I've written, and it says all in one. No, it says all for one equals 5. So it's very relevant. But just for the sake of the video, let me put another one. Shining through the rose kiss, wish upon a star. And this is the only one that wanted to turn over. Just follow the synchronicities. If you listen to the intro, which I'm going to maybe put up separate to this, you would understand why. Wish upon a star. Going back to a reading I did on my previous channel, which was a testimony. So it was my personal reading, and for anybody who the energy may resonate with. And in the very first one, which is raw, long time don't see, could this be the one holding the key? So it's very much connected. Bottom of the deck, it says a tall tale, and this is an image of like Pinocchio. The energy of being real, and my ears are ringing right now as an aeroplane. And that's an aeroplane there, and there's an aeroplane in my background going past as well. Literally, I'm just looking at cards right now. I know that this reading is going to be one of those readings that I'm taking my time with. It's an energy reading that it feels deep. Tell me more about this energy in regards to the energies that I'm tapping into at this time. Show me the most important messages at this time in regards to this energy. This card wants to jump out. Soul Healing, card number 24, which is the 6th. And I'm noticing here 33 on the clock. And we've got Bass, Joy and Pleasure. This came out in a recent reading as well. And then we've got Satis, Fertility and Satisfaction. Again, and it fell over on a tall tale. This is in regards to some kind of child. And I'm hearing doppelganger again. So I know I'm in that energy of what's needing to be revealed and exposed right now. In regards to this energy of this conflict. In regards to this energy of this quantum leap that we're all in right now. There's things that's needing to be brought to the surface, that's needing to be exposed. Things that's not real. And things that's real. Nile River, flow of abundance. History, me is a real Israelite. High Priestess message in this. Tell me more about this energy. What's the most important message that needs to be brought to the surface at this time? And I'm noticing my incense is burnt out. the message of the High Priestess in regards to this energy of quiet the mind. Why the mind? Why the mind? I was going to say needing to be quieted. Bottom of the deck, wisdom. It says it's falling on, wishing upon a star. It says open heart, deep connections, water, blessings. Card number 11. Card number 10. It's saying balance, stability, standing firm. So all will be well. Some may have made a wish many years ago, may have wished upon a star many years ago. Understand that all is going to be well. Open your heart to deep connections. Dream traveler. So it could be that you're dream traveling, exactly what the card says, self-explanatory. Seeing things within your dreams, messages through your dreams. Dream state, I'm hearing even through your daydreams. Bottom of the deck, elder. It could be your elders trying to communicate to you the things that you're needing to receive right now. That's why there's a need for you to quiet the mind. I'm really going to post the last one, the last intro that I did, because it's all relevant. Let's get one more. And I'm hearing to take that elder out, but it's done. Tell me more. Great mystery. I said I really felt to take that ancestor out. I said when I looked at the bottom of the deck thinking he could still be there, I said he's gone. I mumbled to myself under my breath. All relevant, I feel like. He's gone. It fell on the energy of Bast. Cat energy. What's at the bottom of the deck now? Vision quest. Tell me more about this energy. What's the link to being recognized at this time? Warrior of the heart. Definitely going to share that intro. Bottom of the deck. Thunder drum. I don't know if you can see that terrible lighting. Let's get an overall energy. What's the overall energy for this? And I literally just felt activation in my heart chakra area. Vibration. Tell me more about the energy around this. Also something for me today around the energy of 8. This is the Hermit energy that just came out. And I'm going to leave the Hermit. And I don't know if you can see it on camera. Let me see. Yeah. And because it's the imagery for me. The Hermit's looking into something. And I notice it's covering fully the energy of Bast. Fully the energy that I feel is an elder energy. Ancestral guidance. You're familiar, I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck is the moon. Things is hidden. Emotional. For some reason I'm pulling another one. Overall energy in regards to this energy. It's also the Hermit, it's also the energy of quiet in the mind. The Hermit shining light on something here. Tell me more about this energy. Okay, so now we've got a chariot. Now we've got a chariot. 7. It wants to fall over on this card. I'm literally just going to pull cards. I am going to break, but I'm going to definitely come back and tap into the energy more so. So I'm just pulling oracles right now. Then I'm going to pause. I'm going to read up on the oracles because I've got a little bit to do. I know I'm only going to be gone for not even a couple hours, well, probably a couple hours. But I will tap back into the energy by reading up on the oracles and then go deeper. But this energy has been wanting to come out from since the 14th. But again, one of my last readings on the channel is High Priestess. Nay. hold your horses. So now I feel like the time is now. Everything is relevant. Emperor's at the bottom of the deck. The time is now. I'm just looking at what's at the bottom. Alright, I'm not gonna go too deep right now. Let's see what's the energy on this chariot. Show me the energy of the chariot right now. What's the energy of this chariot in regards to the energy of this reading that I'm tapping into? And it's got the 12 dancing princesses, enchantment, card number 21. Break it down to 3. Going back down to my testimony personal reading that I said I'm going to attach to the description. But intuitively, the 12 dancing princesses, for some reason 12 for me here is like that soul tribe. 12 planets, 12 months, 12 zodiacs, you know, and then dancing, creativity, performing arts, princesses, divines, bottom of the deck. Yep, this came out the other day in the last time I done this reading, the children of Lur, and for some reason this Lur, L-I-R, it reminds me of liar. Going back to Matthew 7 verse 16, you can tell the character of someone by the things that they speak, by the fruits of their truth, whatever the saying is again. But, okay. I'm not going to pull all of the oracles right now. I'm literally just going to, and because we're coming into this moon energy, 17th, I think we're actually in the 3 days before. So I'm going to pull a moonology card just to see what's this energy and what's coming towards us in this, I believe it's a Pisces. Full moon and Pisces energy. Connect me to the energy of this reading for those who need to hear this message the most at this time. What's the most important message that's coming towards those in this energy who's needing to hear this message? Tell me more about this energy. Okay. I noticed the colour of this is the same colour, and it kind of resonates for me. I don't even know what it says yet. Oh, so it says the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Again, I definitely have to share this. I'm doing my seasons. I started in January. I'm currently on number 9, and it's funny that it's tallied up with the months. We're on the 9th month, and when I done season, I believe it was 9, or when I started season 9 or the ending of season 8, I got the energy of saying that this is going to be the last season, judgment, last season, ending of, new cycle. And I said it in the intro, which I've recorded prior to this. So there's an ending here. Most important message. Those who resonate with the energy of this reader need to be most aware of the energy that's coming towards them in regards to this new moon cycle. The energy that's coming towards those who resonate. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Here and expose them. Another card. Wow. So it says, what What do you need to release? It says meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So the Pisces energy is here. Definitely here. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Another 2 more cards. So it says, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. And I'm being brought back to my Lion's Gate reading now. Through their darkness, you see your light. You and them are not the same. Move forward confidently. Confidently. But there's a need to be mindful, quiet the mind, hermit energy. And it's funny enough, this card is landed on top of the hermit card, which is that go within, that quiet the mind kind of an energy. Meditate and contemplate. I bring you back to a station that I said helped me tremendously throughout my confusion and the energies of feeling overwhelmed of what I thought could have been happening in regards to the energy of my son. And the station is, I'm going to just make sure I get the name properly. Again, I'm going to tag it in the description. But her channel deals with meditation. And believe me and you, through her channel's called Rebecca's Guidance and Intuitive Messages. And that's spelled RAHBEKAH. Yeah. Through her messages has helped me tremendously get to this stage where I am. To understand when I said, made a real raw step forward, going back to my intro that I said I recorded prior to coming into this reading. Because there was a need for me to balance my practicality and my spirituality, because the messages were coming in so fast, it was overwhelming. Overwhelming. But through that meditation process, my confidence within myself and what I'm doing grew. I realized that me and some of these people that I was connected to and gave praise to, they were false. They were imitations of my true soul tribe. And a lot more. But let's see what comes out. Nothing yet is set in stone. It gives me the energy that people are still trying to cause some kind of emotional disimbalance around you. Look at the waves in the sea. Because it's a rocky road. It reminds me of the Noah's Ark energy. 40 days and 40 nights. And hearing traveling. Bottom of the deck, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Let's break this down, connect me to the energies. So 1 minute. And I had to just pause for a minute. Okay. What was bothering me was the residue that was left behind from the backflow. How relevant does that feel? But what also feels different is because I haven't got my meditation music playing in the background, because I was actually guided to let it play, and what I was last listening to, which is my own music. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. You understand? One mission, one year. That's a 15, I'm a million. This is actually the ending.
Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkey. I'm not even making it up. You can't see it. It says, not your mantra today is not my monkey, not my circus. All this drama will
okay, so this is the ending of my testimony, personal reading. This is the 4th reading, and at the end, I've got a song that I wrote back in February, and it was just all relevant to the downloads I've been getting. The Most High, my ancestors, guided me back to my own reading. Anything I was looking for outside of myself, I found within myself. If anything, it exposed to me certain readers, who they truly are, in my journey. Soul tribe energy, karmic energy. Show me the energies that I'm connecting to at this time in regards to this energy.
I understand about the right time. So when that time's right, they're ready. Images, everything, all done now. Just waiting for that right person to come through. But I'm dealing with other ventures now anyway, so I'm more than happy to wait until that time, you know.
And I let it come out. The reason why vultures came through in the reading that I'm talking about, vultures, and it fell over on top of fish energy. I feel like this is the energy coming towards you, because that was the energy of the last reading. It fell on top of fish energy. So I'm going to read fish energy first. The bottom of the deck is earthworm.
Angels are with you, wonder by track 111 and 333. Again, I'm going to try and put the links in the description below. Anybody that
you can write up on the page.
There's more to
Let me just turn myself down.
Just through the link, if I can manage to put them up.
So it says restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. You see, lost in the current. This is the energy that I said that they're still trying to create around. There's still some kind of emotional stir around you right now. Is why you needed to quiet the mind and look into something. Quiet the mind and meditate, contemplate new moon in Pisces energy. Look into something. And it's this vulture energy. Look into something. It's making someone restless. But in that restlessness, go deep. Go deeper than you've ever gone before. Quiet the mind. Know yourself. It says the fish loves to be I can't say the word, and this is the energy trying to stop me. Root chakra energy. So it says the fish loves to be submerged in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement. Movement and more movement. So it says, let me start from the beginning, because that was pure distraction. So it says, the fish loves to be submerged in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement. Movement and more movement. That's my energy. Keep moving. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and the calm of the moon will soothe your soul, and we're coming into that energy now. So it says, when in balance, adaptable, travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. And again, like I said, too much messages were coming in at once. I was hearing play the song, then I was hearing do the reading, then I was too many messages at once. And then I'm going to go to the vulture energy. So this is the energy I feel is coming in towards. And it was definitely an energy that came up within the reading that I'm referring back to now. So it says, guardian and purifier, essential and rebalanced. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does not dirty work. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic, aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space and sage. And believe me, I've been saging ever since these downloads, and even before, but wow, during these downloads, it's deep. It's real deep. And for some reason, I'm looking at this deck I've got here. It's called What's the Trill? It's another reader called Chris Lux, Empress. She actually does crow calls on her channel and going into astrology, where she's recently said, I believe she's going to bring it to her Patreon. I'm actually joined her Patreon because she's highly knowledgeable in especially astrology, and it's something I definitely want to get into, especially where she speaks of the Draco chart. I was about to reveal it, but I won't. You understand? So she's got right now I believe it's 3 decks. I definitely want one more. I've got this one which is called What's the Trill? And I definitely want to get the crow call one. You might hear of me speaking of energies that I relate to in regards to the energies that are around me in spirit. And I believe she's a Scorpio energy, grandfather energy, when I listen to her crow calls. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of vulture. Sis. So it could be a friend, it could be it could be an actual sis. But it's someone in disguise I'm hearing right now. And this one to come out. It's about 8 billion people, 193 countries, and 12 known planets. But you want the motherfucker that's taken. So let's see, one more card. One more card in regard to this energy of this vulture. So it says, I taste just like pineapple. Okay. So it could be somebody, like I said, it could be a sis, a friend that you see as a sis, or it could be somebody who you may have some kind of intimate encounter with. It's bottom of the deck. It says, have your cake, but share it too. It could be somebody who's also taken, as the card says. And this can be, and I'm hearing this can be anybody. It's the reason why there's a need to balance your spirituality and your practicality. Because with all the people in the world, billions, thousands of countries, zodiacs, all of these kind of different entities and spirits and all of that nonsense, yeah, karmic energies and stuff, there's a need for you to decipher what it is that you're stepping into, what it is that you're needing to release. Understand that's where the vulture is falling onto. The vulture is falling onto the energy of what do you need to release. Tell me more about the energy of the fish. Tell me more about the energy of the fish in regards to the energy of this reading. It says, you done fucked up. My homegirl knows voodoo. Listen, I know about prayer, because that's what's worked for me. I wouldn't resort to that. Understand that energy is real. When you see the infinite sign, the figure 8, infinite, understand what you throw out is what can come back. And it will. Either play out from the Himalayas. Toga man, toga man, toga man. What is a toga man? Gentleman mixed with the bad man. Overall, the godly man. Last night me have a chant to me grand. Me have to ask her if a spiritual plan. She tell me, say, this one name me have to see the nanga scan. Toga man. Be mindful is what I'm getting from this energy. Be mindful, because those who may come towards you, number one, is taken, and secondly, may appear to be of a spiritual nature, may appear to be godly, but you don't know, you only know their name, and if that, but not their story. Got one more card. It says Amazon Prime. I'm definitely an Amazon Prime member. I'm definitely an Amazon Prime member. And I'm also hearing fake profile. I remember there was a profile that came towards me, and all they actually nicknamed me Amazon. Now that could have nothing to do with Amazon Prime, and it may have everything to do with Amazon. Who knows? But I thought I'd just say that, because it fell over on a place like Pineapple, and this person was a bit, I mean, it's in a whole different country. So, you know, but for some reason there's some kind of relevance. False illusions is what I'm picking up on here. Be mindful of those coming to you in a false profile, false image. Exactly that. It says, if a motherfucker calls you sexy or addresses you with hey beautiful, they just wanna fuck. In my case, people will say to me, what, man, press? You understand? Like, you're just trying to entertain my spirituality, because the first thing that you will see is my locks, and then you would assume. You understand? And then, but the thing is, I can see through that. Look into my eyes and tell me what you see. Me guarantee you saying I can see we. Me guarantee you saying I can see we. Cause me looking at your eyes and me know where you are free. Yes, me know say me have no enemy. That's a me gift from the Almighty. From 0 to 0.3. That's a me gift from the Almighty. It's a envy. Me no know what they mean. Tell me more about this energy here with the fish in regards to the energy of this reading. Community wants to come out in the reverse, but I'm going to put it here. Fell over, and he's a player from the Himalayas. So this can be someone that you meet within your community, or maybe someone just visiting the community that you reside in. Tell me more about this energy. Unexpected income. Could be some kind of work, finance situation. Tell me more about this energy of the vulture. What's the vulture here? In regards to the energy of this reading. Occupation. Again, like I said, it could be some work, finance. This person can actually use terminology like cis. Tell me more about this energy of the vulture in regards to the energy of this reading. Tell me more about the energy of this vulture. And it's falling over into the energy of the fish. Gift. Tell me more about the energy of this gift in regards to the energy of the vulture. Thoughts. One more card in the past. It's like no one wants to give a straight answer. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody doesn't want to give somebody a straight answer, so it's causing somebody to be in their thoughts in regards to this vulture energy that's coming towards them with some kind of occupation, unexpected income, gift. It could be that someone's trying to remove somebody from a community, expectation. And I'm hearing for, you know, the gift, because gift's in the upright, so it's almost like it's an open-handed gift. Tell me more about the energy of this gift. Why is gift here? Why is gift here in regards to the energy of this reading? What's the energy around this gift? What's the energy around this gift? For those that may be resonating with the energy of this reading. I feel like someone's thinking about time right now. Tell me more about the energy of this gift. Someone's wondering whether this is a gift sent from God. Is something too good to be true? Tell me more about the energy of this gift. Why is gift here, my God? Despair and journey. Someone's thinking, is this too good to be true, this gift? Someone's thinking back to a time that maybe had them in thought. And I'm noticing it keeps dropping over here. There's significance to this for me and why certain cards are hitting that particular shell. There's a completion here. Someone's thinking about something completing and how this gift may affect their completion, this cycle. Bottom of the deck, bad health. Be mindful of overthinking. Meditation brings answers. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon, new moon and Pisces energy. What's the true intention? Toil and labor. What's the true intention of this vulture coming towards those who resonate with the energy of this reading? True intention. False person. Card number 8. Confirm for me this false. Mature man, card number 5. Confirm for me the true intention of this false person. Distant horizon. Tell me. House wants to fall out and it went straight into my incense box. And so I'm hearing right now fire and my solar plexus chakra went vibrating right now, kicking. It fell into my incense box where my incense burning right now, and the house is there. So be mindful of any kind of house fire. Is the energy that I'm picking up on right now. Major warning. 7-11. 7-11 on the clock. Card number 20. Tell me more about the energy of this house. This can be a mature man in the energy of 5, in the energy of despair, wanting to end some kind of generational wealth. It's almost like someone's expecting it. It's in their thoughts. Tell me more about the energy of this house. Why is house here? In regards to the true nature of this culture. Why is house here? Mature woman. Along with great fortune. What's the energy of this mature woman? Distant horizon. Card number 36. Break it down to a 9. This is a completion. Something's completing here. 9 energy. Wish fulfillment. Great fortunes coming towards you. Distant horizon. It's like what I just heard what you thought wasn't for you is actually for you, but it was a blessing in disguise. Tell me more about what's coming towards those in this energy, in this distant horizon. Just turned to 7:13. I'm watching the time closely. 7:14. Stability, structure. Tell me more about this energy of the mature woman in regards to the energy of this reading. What's the energy of this mature woman? We've got child in the reverse and marriage. Why's child here in the reverse? Why's child here in the reverse? I feel like child here in the reverse could be what's causing someone to be disorientated, and in the energy here of the fish, went out of balance. If you rewind back, I read when this energy is out of balance. Tell me more. But again, I'm hearing my kids are my weakness and my strength. I'm picking up on the energy that someone worked hard. Could be someone aged 38 here with a child younger than 18, codependent, dependent children. My children are my weakness and my strength. So the very same thing that someone tries to break me down with is the very same thing that's going to rise me back up. A sleeping lioness energy. Never wake a praying lioness is what I said in my intro, which is attached to this energy. Tell me more about the energy of this child here in the reverse. Why is child here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this reading? Main male in the reverse. Intentions of this main male. Okay, we've got the lovers at the bottom of the deck. Gemini energy. Break it down to 15, card number 15. Break it down to a 6. Balance is going to be restored in this situation. Justice. Generational cycles, chains are being broken. This is an ending to a cycle. Is the reason why something may feel overwhelming right now, burdensome. It's almost like you're having to take the 10 wands in the 10 of wands energy and use them to build your own foundation. Rebuild back. And I'm going to press pause here, and I'm going to come back and finish off this reading because I feel that there's still more to come. Okay, so I'm back again. I did pause for some time. Had to get some things done this rising. Make sure the kids were off to school okay and whatnot. But again, I've learned to allow my gifts to guide me, and what I've learned to do is adapt to my environment with my energy of my gifts, as I said back in my testimony reading, which I'm gonna put in the description. Going back to my previous channel, I've learned to. So this energy is on the table and it's being paused, but the energy is still flowing. Because as it's paused, everything happens for a reason. I've been able to look into it a little bit more, or at least certain cards are standing out to me a little bit more. I said that I used this deck, the one from Chris Luck's Empress channel, What's the Trill? And the card that came out said here, you done fucked up, my homegirl knows voodoo. And I thought to myself as I was getting along for my day, but that's not me. Definitely not me, because I'm all about prayer. Yeah, I don't try to entertain these kind of things, but I understand how karma works, as I was saying. So anyway, it kind of gave me the impression, so seeing as it's not my energy, it must be an energy for a collective. Messages sent to me through me, for me, to share. Then I see the child here, and the man and the main male in the reverse, which came out, and it says basically with all of the billions of in the countries, worlds and planets, you take the one that's taken. You choose the one that's taken. So I feel like this is a karmic energy, and it's happened in a very manipulative karmic way. And I feel like it's the burden of this manipulation work which is weighing heavy and burdensome on somebody's shoulders now. Somebody's wary of their actions being exposed in regards to a child possibly, and the gift that they receive in order for some form of financial gain. So that's kind of what I was tapping into whilst I was, and again, it's a tall tale at the bottom of the deck, and I was reading this, and this is what I'm going to come back in with. So I'm going to read this card, which I'm going to actually make a part of the reading. Main part of the reading, because I feel like it's relevant. And it says here, key concepts: denial, concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control the situation; fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind, not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words; learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on illusionary sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story, even though you know it has no substance. Whatever lie we are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. What does anyone lie? Why does anyone lie? Perhaps we don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there is the lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it, so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today, ask for the truth. Be willing to pay the price, and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. So that's for this card here, and I find it very relevant to what I was tapping into in regards to this energy. So then I'm going to read this energy of the 12 dancing princesses. Now, this goes back to my intro that I did separately from this reading, prior to this reading, and there was some kind of relevance for 21 and 12, which I wrote in my notes as I was journaling. I've got it written here somewhere. So it was almost like it was a mirroring image, but the book kind of explains that also. So I've got here 1221 mirror equals 333, which was the energy of my testimony personal reading on my previous channel, which I'm going to add in the description. So there's some kind of mirroring image, some kind of mirroring energy. So again, I'm going to read this. It's a bit of a long read up, but again, it's a deep energy. Card number 21, the 12 dancing princesses. There was once upon a time a king who had 12 daughters. each one more beautiful than the other. They slept side by side in the great chamber, and every night when they were in their beds, the king locked the door to their chamber and bolted it. But every morning, when he unlocked the door, he saw that their shoes were worn out from dancing. Within fairy tales, there are strict rules. Of course, when you first read this tale, we understand in the world of the story that the 12 dancing princesses are not doing what they ought to be, for they are princesses. Their job is well beyond dancing in enchanted realms, living a free and wild life in the forest. They are to be married adventurously. They are to breed more little princes and princesses, and they are to be wise, delightful, bountiful, and obedient. The 12 princesses of this tale are not any of those things. Instead, they are free. They are escaping the bonds of marriage over and over every night with the help of their magical shoes. Their father, frustrated and important as all kings come to be, wants fresh blood from the kingdom and offers his daughters to any man who can discover where it is his daughters vanish to each night. The punishment for failure is death. So the princesses leave behind their dancing nights a field of bodies. The unrealized promise of the young hunter. In time, of course, one comes who uses his wit as well as his courage, who has charm as well as health, and who finally solves the mystery and breaks the spell. This, of course, leads to the princesses doing as they should, putting away their dancing shoes and beginning their roles as princesses, mothers, and nurturers. This is a tale that in many ways set up the princesses to look selfish, hedonistic, and irresponsible, and yet they are living their lives in an enchanted realm where their greatest joy is to dance. They are living in the shadows of the night, and they are free, as so many women and princesses long to be. Free to dance, to speak, to learn, to be free to travel, to dream without becoming the wife and the mother. For them to give this up takes one who is worthy of them, and thus it is with this card. If you are contemplating giving up any of your dreams, or indeed any of your freedom, and taking up a great irreversible responsibility, be sure that when you do so, the one for whom you sacrifice your dream self is thoroughly worthy. And if they are not, let them go. Let that dream of love die, metaphorically, as the young prince did. For it is not any child's duty to fulfill the dreams and wishes of the parent. The king desires for his daughters to obey, but until they meet one who is worthy, they cannot. The spell of freedom, of the dance of the soul, is too powerful, and in fact, it can never truly be given up. It is simply that at times we find one with whom we wish to dance during the day, as well as in our dreams at night. Meaning, enchantment, deceit, secrecy, a time of freedom is coming to an end, enjoying the last moments of a time of excitement and unusual activity. You will take up new responsibilities. You will find a worthy partner and move from group activities to close loving partners. You have been socializing to the exclusion of some important activities. Transformation from youth to maturity. And so many downloads was coming to mind. I was picking up on pregnancies that hasn't reached full term. I was picking up on where souls go when pregnancies haven't been carried out to full term. All kinds of energies I was picking up on here, but of a kind of heavy, darker nature. it's almost like somebody would have done anything in order to get a child. And I was also picking up on energies where somebody is even possibly sold the soul of a child in order to get the fame and the fortune that they have. Real deep. Again, I was also come to my mind, whose child needs protecting and from who? Baba, why involve the children? Me hear about you and me hear about your friend. Me hear about the dirty place you and your friend them attend. Me can't believe them have you down there mix up and a blend. Me can't get me head around, me can't comprehend. Baba, why involve the children? Baba, why involve the children? Baba, why involve the children? Me hear about you and me hear about your friend. Me hear about the place you and your dirty friend attend. Baba, why involve the children? Trigger energy. It's deep. There's a falseness about this. It's real deep. In order for the gifts and the unexpected income, somebody had to part with some kind of form of unexpected income in order to carry out this work, where it comes onto this child. Not having no regards to the soul of this child and the repercussions that it's going to have universally, energetically, karmically. Trigger energy. This could involve a marriage, a deception of a mature woman who didn't expect this as part of the great fortune that was promised. Vulture energy in regards to this energy here of a mature man. A cycle needs to be complete with this mature man. Could possibly be a marriage. A cycle in this marriage needs to end because it's causing somebody despair, overthinking, a need to having to balance your practicality and your spirituality, to meditate, because through meditation, believe me and you, answers will come. But there's a need to quiet the mind. The chariot is what I want to the chariot energy is what I want to focus on right now, because this gives me the kind of energy of, in my last reading that I did for the channel about High Priestess. Nay, hold your horses. 555. Hold your horses on this completion, on this ending. There was a need to wait, quiet your mind before this chariot energy. So tell me more in this regard to this energy of the chariot, and for those who's resonating with the energy of this reading. Why's the chariot here? I'm going to simplify this, but it says the energy is gaining momentum. Understand that. It says emotions are running high. I notice it's in the reverse. Any emotions that's running high is going to be at a standstill because there's nothing you can do. The Most High is in charge of this exposure of what's coming to light here. I heard you was warned. It says work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and surrender to the divine. I'm just going to simplify it. Tell me more about this energy of the chariot in regards to the energy of this reading. For those who resonate with this energy. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So maybe something is significant around full moon in Virgo. Believe in the impossible. I love it. The synchronicities is real. I shared a song on my Facebook this morning of the channel Rebecca Intuitive Messages that I was speaking about in this reading, shared. Inspirational channel. It says step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Step into your true authentic self. This is what's coming towards. High Priestess energy. Bottom of the deck. Conclusions are within your reach. Full moon eclipse. Exposures to what was hidden in the dark is coming to the light. Exposures. At the bottom of this deck I'm noticing it says let it go. Somebody's needing to let something go. Maybe it's the guilt, the burdens of around the energy of this child. I'm hearing right now part of that same song, and it says, me no know about you and me no know about them, but one thing me know, me have a pitney to defend. Baba, why involve the children? Maybe somebody was feeling guilty that they felt that they were unable to protect a child. Maybe something was out of your control and you was unable to protect a child from this energy. But there's a need to let go of that energy or feeling that guilt, and the Most High has got this. The Most High is not going to allow to see this going on under your nose unknowingly to you and feel like it's just going to just keep on going smoothly for those who may have been involved in the energy of this child. Justice. This is something that this energy needed to have repented already in order to balance the scales, but I'm picking up on coward energy. It wasn't done. So now the Most High, the universe, is now bringing in this karmic justice, and it's happening in the form of exposure. It's going to expose people, places and things, rings. Tell me more about the energy here. I was going to say you're good enough. And it says power of attraction, card number 13. Break it down to a 4. Tell me more about this energy. Believe in the impossible. For those that's resonating with the energy of this reading. And we've got conscious connections, card number 35. Break it down to 8. This is all about that infinite energy. Tell me more about this energy or step out of your comfort zone. North Node energy. Cards are no behavior. It says defend to the end, the worthwhile. Quiet the mind. The reason why the mind is needing to be quieted is because something major is coming. That's coming in the horizon, in the distant horizon too. And there were so many distractions. Like right now, I can feel myself being distracted. I can hear my grandson downstairs. He's just woken up. Bless him. But my daughter's down there, so she's got this. But again, so many distractions have been coming that a message hasn't been able to get out there as yet. But nothing happens before its time. And the way how this card aggressively flew out in regards to step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Again, there was the energy of what it is that you needed to release. Release the fear. Nothing to fear but fear itself. There's a need now to stand toe to toe and bring forward what it is that you need to bring forward and defend yourself. Defend your mission. It says defend to the end, the worthwhile. And I'm hearing right, and that's card number 23. Break it down to 5. There's a shift coming. Well, this is the shift. Let me not talk about it's coming. It's here. It's here. And people, places and things need to be exposed. Bottom of the deck. Restore and replenish. Look at the illustration in that. Fetal energy. Tell me more about this energy or power of attraction in regards to this energy of you are good enough. And that power of attraction, you are good enough energy. Full moon in Virgo. I don't know how that may be significant to you. It says perspective. Maybe something was seen differently in regards to possibly a Virgo or in Virgo season. But it says here, a calm and clear mind is free to see differently. Again, this is the energy of the reading. There was a need to wait. Oh, High Priestess. hold your horses. There was a need to go within and really decipher the messages that was being received to you, because they were coming to you for a reason. Why? Because the Most High saw you good enough in order to represent in this raising the consciousness, the energy at this time in this shift. Even though others tried to set an illusion over your character. Tell me more in regards to this energy of believing the impossible, conscious connection. Tell me more about this energy of conscious connection, believing the impossible. It's unbelievable, that's all I can say. I'm amazed in regards to the like-minded people that I've met along this way. And it says inner life. This is about inner light, inner love. Set for your boundary, set it high like a dove. Anything offer that a blessing from above. Intend me say, him I gonna make it fit like a dove. Empress, upcoming high priestess. It says, your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. And I'm gonna read that one. For some reason it feels ancestral. Tell me more about this step out of your comfort zone and defend to the end. It's worthwhile. And I'm hearing again, may the real step forward. May the real fill in the gap, however it resonates for you, the energy you possess. And I feel like there's 12 energies that's being, an illusion's being created over you. Character, channel, projects, creativity, whatever it is, you've been kind of black sheep, an illusion in order for the hopes for you not to shine. Tell me more about this energy of defend to the end. Yeah, it's aggressive energy. It's aggressive energy. It says sharing, card number 33. There is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. Infinite energy again, card number 25. Break it down to a 7. Emotional energy. Emotions are messages to be met with appropriate attention, action and gratitude. Being thankful of being a chosen one. 36. Break it down to a 9. Confusion. Growth hurts, heals and harnesses a wave through the uncertainty. And that's what's being created right now over someone's character and creativity. Confusions through illusions and distractions. But there's a need to defend who you are. Step into your true authentic self. Step out. Move towards your north node and defend your path. Defend who you are. This is war. This is warfare. So anybody says that you're a low vibration because you're defending your territory, your platform, your home, your family, how does that make you a low vibration? Did anyone tell the Most High that he was a low vibration when he created Noah's Ark? The flooding of around the story of Noah's Ark? No. In this time of Corona right now, you act accordingly to the vibrations that sent your way. Ain't no one come here to play. People's coming here to slay and to fulfill their mission work and to live life. Let's just bring it down to the 3D, to live our best life. So when you get certain people trying to hinder you out of red-eyedness and jealousy and envy and just straight out wickedness, you have to defend yourself to the end. No hesitation. Don't think twice. Don't think twice. I knew I was homing into that energy for a reason, this rising. Don't think twice. Don't hesitate. Because this is a serious time that we're in right now. Believe me and you, as it is above, so it is below. If you think that what's going on in the world right now is 5-5 energy, drastic and all the other words of amazement of what's going on in the world as we see it today with all of this corona. As it is above, so it is below. There's a spiritual warfare going on right now, and the true divine are feeling the repercussions of this war, because the attacks against us and our characters, as small as that it might be, going back to a comment that another, I feel like, karmic energy had mentioned through their channel whilst discrediting another channel, creating confusion. Bottom of the deck, weeping wound. You are not your wounds, and don't allow anyone to make you feel as though you are. What's this energy that's needed to be defended against in regards to this defend to the end? Connect me to this energy that's needing to be made aware of. That's coming towards those that's resonating with the energy of this reading. Tell me more about this energy of defending this and defend to the end. And I'm noticing it's over here in the energy of despair. Somebody feels like they're weak right now, that they can't handle this mission. You can, because it's a mission that we chose. It's a mission that we, look at this, alchemist, but it's here in the reverse. So it says shadow attribute, misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. Yeah, that's what you're needing to defend. Misuse of the power and knowledge that come through the spiritual practice. So understand why you're feeling weak right now. You're feeling weak right now, and you're in the energy of despair right now, not because of your own doing, because you're made up of weakness. No. You're fighting magic right now. You're fighting alchemist right now. You're fighting alchemist energy. This is a spiritual warfare. You're not weak, you're chosen. In the light attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. They're trying to affect your golden path by trying to affect your golden wisdom. Understand? What's the energy of those who's connecting with the energy of needing to correct the mind? Right, the confusion, it was advocate. In the reverse, it wants to cut well. So anyway, I read it both ways. It says, inspires you to put compassion into action. Embracing negative causes of committing to causes for personal gain. Embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Like things like, you should have said yes to the Lord, oh God. For the money and the fame and the broad and the fraud, oh Lord. I tell you, my songs are premonitions. I wrote this song some 11, 12 months ago. Tell me more about the message here of conscious connection. Artists, understand that. Light attributes, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Shadow attributes, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. Kind of reminds me of how one channel came out trying to defend themselves, so say, but really trying to discredit another channel by using politics, culture, feminism, and other kinds of things along that line, as if they were educated. Not saying that they're not, but wanted to appear more educated than what it was that they were actually saying, because all I saw was manipulation and someone trying to put the shades on a situation that was bigger than that. A cover-up, media, like I've been saying, energy. Tell me more about this energy. You are good enough. Shapeshifter. It says light attributes, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything, and I would also say in everyone. But here, in the reverse, it also reads projecting an image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So be mindful of what you're doing. You know, if it's you who I'm connecting to that's using voodoo or whatever the hell, or it's someone who you're connecting to, there's a need to be mindful of your actions and understand that with every action comes a reaction, cause and effect, ricochet, you know? So it's good to stay on the right side of it all. But that's why I can stand tall, like my song says. Me have to stand tall. History, me know me is a real Israelite. You understand? Ain't none of us perfect, no we're not. But be mindful of what somebody can call your name up in. Because why? The destroyer. Light attributes, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dream or potential. Understand what I'm seeing when I see other certain readers protecting or projecting, let's say. When they say that they're trying to defend their self and their channel and this and that, be mindful of the manipulation. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potentials, and then try to argue against it politically correctly because it sounds right. Come on now, look. But again, I was downloaded. There's a grey area that we're not seeing, but I feel it, and many others, possibly 12 others, feel it. Let's get another message here. That was quick. Blasting Borota, whatever that says. So it says here, magic flows through my life. I will heal. I have power and it is real. Spiritual power takes time to develop and I find the right teachers when I'm ready. Okay, like what they say, when the student's ready, the teacher comes. Something along them lines, 100%. The Most High is not playing right now. It says, connecting with my higher power is a timeless act. It is within my DNA. It is a natural and useful part of my life. Synchronicities are real. You get one more card. Cards are flying up. Anything in regards to energy of this reading for those who may be resonating. So it says, I seek knowledge and receive greater knowledge when I am ready. Greater powers means greater responsibility. It is a natural part of life to exclude and include. Discernment is necessary. And it's funny, it was just a few weeks ago, and I was saying to a close relative of mine, how can you bring peace to where there's no peace? Because I kind of saw this message coming through some time ago. And he says to me, LOL, with great power comes great responsibility. And this at the bottom of the deck, for some reason it says both darkness and light are necessary. There is light even in the darkest of night. I accept that I am part of the cycle of nature. I open myself to new wonders every day. I understand both darkness and light are necessary because we all possess dark and light energy within us. That's why when you see certain people coming to you and they're appealing to your spirituality because of the way you may conduct yourself, your aura, you understand, there's a need to be mindful because sometimes these people are doing it as false pretenses. But I remember saying to one guy one time, listen, I've only been spiritual for a hot minute. I can see, I recognize manipulation when I see it. Real recognizes real. Especially when you've got a comparison too. Real recognizes real. Let's see. Any messages here in regards to this energy? Tell me more about the energy of the Chariot. Shaman of courage. Someone needing to move forward confidently. Understand you and them are not the same. Move forward confidently. Going back to a reading I did. Tell me more about the energy here of a Tortel. 5-5 energy. Fell over on the Alchemist card and the Advocate. It says Ancestor of Hope. You understand? Step into the shoes of your ancestors. It's in your DNA. Tell me more about this energy of needing to quiet the mind. I feel like there's a warning coming again. This is flown over into my incense holder. Fire. Shaman of Sorrows. There's a warning coming. It involves fire and it involves a house. Because this is the house card is what flew over in that energy. Be mindful of a house fire. And the messages are trying to come to you in the heights of all of this confusion and conflict. There's a need for you. I feel like through someone's dream state, through someone's meditative state, they're going to pick up on a fire, a house fire that's coming their way. Warning message. But you're protected. You're going to see it before it happens. And when I mean you're going to see it, you're going to have the insight and the knowledge and the wisdom of it before it takes place. And there was a reason why I was guided to get these cards. I haven't used these cards for some time. It's a time deck. And for some reason I feel like we're in a time machine, time zone, quantum leap energy. Tell me more about this energy of needing to quiet the mind. At harvest, this can be October. Tell me more about the energy of Shaman of Sorrows and the need to quiet the mind. On the 12th, on the 16th, so this can be between the 12th and the 16th of October. Or this could have been something that took place on the 12th. Something could have taken place on the 12th. I see the relevance. And something could have taken place or may take place on the 16th of October. Tell me more about this on the 12th energy. On the 31st. Halloween. I think that's on the 30th, I can't remember. Okay. Tell me more about the energy of the Chariot. What's the energy of this Chariot in regards to the energy of this reading for those who may resonate? 3 cards. And at the bottom of the deck we got on the 21st. So the 3 cards that fell out in regards to this Chariot energy, it says on the 2nd, on the 8th, and on the 6th. Any more oracle messages? Healing journey. Any more messages for those who resonate with the energy of this reading? And this is showing it's a soulmate journey. It's a twin flame journey. We've got 2 hearts here, or this is at least 2 kindred spirits coming into union. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean a relationship of the opposite sex or in the same sex, depending on how things are for you. But this is just like-minded people coming into union and bringing healing to one another and collectively. Messages sent to you, through you, for you to share. Come on, look at this. Woman's wisdom. Matriarch energy. Feminine energy. Message from Isis in regards to this woman's wisdom. And we've got, what's this? Cartucci, I think that says, might be saying that totally wrong. But it says here, choose to release that which would lower your vibration into fear. Come back to love, stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Invoking the power of speech and words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth will work effectively for you. You are good enough. We are good enough is what I want to say also, because I'm part of a collective and I see how this resonates even within my own world. Truths unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you, you may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. Again, I said this throughout the reason. I don't want to confuse the reason by trying to repeat myself, but again, it's confirmation. Past life, present power. Oh, come on. It says, as the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intention that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities. Be open to what is taking place as your soul awakens ancient power and abilities within you. You are good enough. Get one more Isis. One more message from Isis in regards to the energy of this chariot. Isis is looking to expose a lot to say. I'm hearing right now, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So laugh. The message here. Someone's questioning their journey, their healing journey, mother of life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive, take tasks or simply stagnant and stifled, Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave, open your arms and receive. And as I'm reading that, I'm hearing, okay, so now it's time to clear the table and put on these energies. Because I feel like I've spoken to earth angels. I feel like I've connected there with earth angels. But there's an energy here, and I know it's there, and I can see it. And I've been tapped into this energy. I've been tapped into this energy for several days. And I can see that it's trying to pierce through the reading. I've been trying to kind of not stick onto it and more stick onto the earth angels. But I can see that the earth angel chasers have got something to say, or at least something to reveal. Something's needing to be revealed in regards to these earth angel chasers. I just want to get a message in regards to those who's resonating with the energy of needing to quiet their mind instantly. Can't make it up. It says, you are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love, and it fell over on the bottom of the deck here. Let it go. And that's all I'm going to pull and read the bottom of the deck. It says, law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. So that's that heavy, depressive feeling that you're feeling right now, where you may feel like there's just too much or so much going on in so many different areas of your life. It's part of that law of attraction energy. The more low vibes you feel, the more low vibes energy you're going to attract towards you. And once you're at a certain point, it's easier for you to fall low than it is for you to climb high. But just remember, keep moving. All what's happening to you is for you and not happening to you. This is just a reality. But what about the possibilities? Live within your possibilities and not your reality. Keep moving. Keep moving. I'm hearing keep pulling. We're trying to say keep pulling. Tell me more about this energy in regards to the earth, this earth angel. Earth angel. Show me the energy around this earth angel that may be resonating with energy. And we've got a sacral energy here, and it fell in the reverse. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, and it fell over on healing journey in the reverse. And again, we've got empathy and forgiveness. It's all in the reverse. That's that despair energy. Like someone feels that they can't move forward. Someone's losing faith in their journey and their path. Don't lose faith. You're a master manifester. A couple of years ago, I would have doubted that myself. Now, you couldn't tell me otherwise. And I recognize that with the energy that I opened up my Empress Earth Wisdom 1111 channel on. Karmic, show your face, and behold, the karmic show their face. Me want to teach you something new, and this a new age race. Karmic, show your face, and believe me and you, a lot of karmics have learned a lot from my channel, and I can just see that by the views on my karmic readings on my Empress Earth Wisdom channel. Well, who pays attention to the synchronicities, huh? Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentments blocks the flow of love for you. And I notice these are all in the reverse, so I feel like this is an energy that's still needing to be worked on. Goes back to that ocean of emotions energy that I saw at the beginning of the reading. There's a need to change the mindset right here in a more positive way. Take it easy on yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever this sacred energy is in regards to. And I'm just going to read here, if I can get the book. Again, check out Rebecca's intuitive messages. She's currently doing chakra meditation, and can really open up your knowledge about your chakras. I knew about chakras, but through her channel, it's really helped me understand about my chakras. So let's go to, I want to read the sacral. (117). Sacral. Spleen chakra. Orange in color. Location between the pubic bone and navel. Element is water. Flowing movement. Attributes, emotions, relationships, control, sensuality, pleasure, desire, sexuality, creativity, healing. Physical governs, lungs, kidneys, sexual organs, pelvis, lower back, reproductive system, urinary system, bladder, spleen, colon, small intestines, immune system. Your glands is your ovaries and testicles. Archetypes, the lover and the martyr. Planet, Jupiter, also the moon. Astrology, Pisces and Scorpio. Crystals, gems and stones. Agate, quartz, calcite, garnet, carnelian, orange, topaz, fluorite and diamond. Oils, jasmine, orange, mandarin, neroli and yang. It's not yin yang, it's something else, but you're not going to be able to see it. So it's YLANG. Harmonious, balanced characteristics, receptive, positive relationship to the body, ability to accept change, sharing emotions freely and with ease, nurturing, ability to express feelings and desires, ability to be creative and see different perspectives, ability to let go, which is at the bottom of the deck, friendly, calm and kind, doing things for pleasure and enjoyment, indulging in creative activities and following through with the creative ideas, feeling joy and passion, feeling positive about life, regular menstrual cycle, abundance, open, awareness of the need to nurture, appetite, desires and ability, to know when enough is enough, emotional stability, ability to comfortably express sexuality and sexual desires, able and willing to honor own sexual boundaries, allowing oneself to feel, acknowledging emotions, supportive in relationships, compulsive, obsessive or controlling. This is when it's out of balance now. Compulsive, obsessive or controlling, addictions, feeling unable or unwilling to socialize, guilt, jealousy, reproductive problems, disorder in the organs governed by this area, by this chakra, such as breathing problems or urinary tract problems, overeating, undereating, repressed emotions, depressed emotions, need new relationships or environments frequently, overly rigid or loose sexual boundaries, trauma, feeling that you don't deserve pleasure, inability to express feelings, negative, worried or obsessed thoughts about sexuality and sexual desires, inability to let go of the past, linking self-worth with what you do or what you have, suppressing natural needs of overindulging desires, over-exerting yourself and your energy, depression, feel unsure and uneasy when faced with sexual or emotional issues, emotionally dependent on people or possessions, money or desires are priority when making choices. How to tend to the chakra. Nurture your needs, show love to yourself, allow pleasure in your life, have a meal or a chat with a friend, family or colleague, do something that brings you pleasure, be social, express sensuality, rest, time out, walking, bathing or yoga, movements that flow such as dancing or swimming, foods, sweet orange fruits, carrots, pumpkins, sweet potato, melons, squash oranges, increase water intake, enjoy the sensual nature of food, the color, all shades of orange, affirmations, I honor my body, I deserve and gratefully accept pleasure and abundance in my life, I honor and proudly express my sexuality, I deserve good things in my life, I accept happy and fulfilling relationships in my life. It says here, please refer to how to balance the chakras section on, for some reason, 138 may be relevant for somebody. So, I'm just going to pull some of my cards here. Coming more in regards to this energy of Earth Angel Chaser. I know there's an Earth in it, it says stand in your power, and I was actually looking at Earth Angel, but I'm saying Chaser. So what I'm picking up now is, when this Earth Angel Chaser comes to you, have no fear. No fear. Everything happens for a reason. Every cloud has a silver lining. Tell me more about this energy of needing to forgive, empathy and grief in regards to those who's resonating with the energy of this reading. There you go. Pick up your crown and stand in your power and speak your truth. Have no fear. Have no fear. This is my was never a child but always a soul deck. Coming more. So it says becoming your own person, understanding your journey. It says kill or be killed. Listen. And on that note, I'm going to cut the reading here. I know I'm coming back because this is too much of a warning of a message for me not to. But I'm going to chop up the reading so it's not so extra long. Because I know it can become overbearing when readings are long. I spent the last 2 days going over some of my old readings, and I had to say to myself, Rari, they're long, but it was worthwhile me listening to, 100%. So on that note, I'm going to say stay strong and love and light to you all.